Stuart Morland, Managing Director of IOR.
I'm Ross MACKENZIE, I'm an Executive Director of IOR. IOR commenced operation with a refinery in southwest of Queensland at a place called Eromanga. That was the start of the company, started by two founders. And from that small beginnings, IOR transformed itself and went into oil exploration production, which is the stage where I joined the company. Stewie came in as a joint venture partner in that oil exploration phase. And while that's a business that was successful at the time, we exited that business some 6 years ago to concentrate mostly on our fuel distribution business and network, which was very much a growing and emerging business.
Very, very humble beginnings with two people that had a lot of vision, and what we've been able to do is grow that vision to what the organisation is today. About 10 years ago, we moved from just being a refiner, and then we actually grew our downstream market. We built our first unmanned network in Winton. This is where it started.
You know, over the years, I think we've got a lot of things right. There's been a few things that have taken us a bit longer to get there, and I think that's one of the things that differentiates us a little bit from our competitors. That, you know, customers got a difficulty somewhere where it might be a pipeline in the Tanami Desert or whatever. We're able to provide fuel management solutions in those circumstances. So there's not much we won't have a go at. IOR's done a few things over the time. We've been an entrepreneurial sort of company, and we've been in and out of a few ventures, and all of them have been successful, I think, so far.
Absolutely.
We pioneered in Australia the concept of a network of unattended or unmanned fuel sites. Now, when we started out, we used the available technology at the time, but it became very clear to us in the early years that this technology wouldn't scale up into the sort of network that was becoming clear to us.
It was a decision that we made a very, very long time ago, was to invest in, firstly, our high dip, which meant that we could get real-time dips on all our tanks at every location, no matter where they were, and then obviously then to move into our tag system, which meant that we could have real-time on our tags.
That has scaled up very well, so it's a sort of a technology we've not only used for our own unmanned sites, but we have the same technology, exact same technology we use in our network on customer locations.
You know, new technology is exciting. New technology has some issues along the way, but at the end of the day, we've got a very robust system, and it's taken some 7 or 8 years. So that was our journey, and I'm very, very glad that we started on that journey, and I'm very, very glad that today is where we are. It's terrific. We're trying to give back, and I'm a great believer in giving back. So I'm the luckiest person in the world. I mean, I happen to live in a city where most services are available within 5 minutes. Hospitals, good transport, all those sorts of things that we take for granted. And we originally started with LifeFlight.
Since 2006, IOR have played a major role in keeping those aircraft in the air. So we wouldn't be flying without the assistance of people such as IOR.
We looked at a number of organisations that could continue to deliver services into those remote and regional communities. So, we never ever forget where you came from. And, Heart of Australia came along, and it was an unbelievable service.
Because of the support from people like IOR, there are people today out in the bush who are lucky to be alive as a result. Perhaps 300 to 350 patients in the last 5 years are very lucky to have stepped onto that truck when it pulled into town. And the only way we've been able to get from A to B is because people like IOR have assisted us.
And then Outback Futures, and It's a Bloke thing.
I really want to thank IOR for their decision to come on board and partner with us for the long term, to offer us consistent and sustainable support. And we're so excited about the journey ahead as we grow this partnership to mutually support our Outback communities.
IOR are significant funders to It's a Bloke thing. They particularly fund the roadshow around regional and rural Queensland, and that's a huge help to us because that's real money being spent, and it goes a long way to making sure that we can deliver the services that we need to deliver.
You know, these communities, as Stuart says, you know, not well served, or generally not well served by all the medical services that and social services that we're used to in the cities, and for obvious reasons of distances. So we feel as though it's incumbent upon us to put something back into the communities that have given us so much as well. Well, one of the areas that we've focused on in the last 5 years is to penetrate the aviation market as well. Now, the aviation market was consistent with was a little bit similar situation to the transport industry some 15 years ago. It was not well served, particularly the regional airports, some of the regional customers in the agri space and tourism industries, you know, getting how they can get their avgas or Jet A1 at any time when they need it. So that was some space that we've entered into where we weren't 5 years ago. On the technology side, we continue to evolve. I think probably 5 years ago our phone payment system might have been a glint in our eye at that stage, but now it's a reality. So that's you know, continuing to evolve. Technology has been something that we're pretty proud of in the last 5 years since our 30th.
You know, 5 years ago we might have had 130 people, we've got some 250 people today, and we're getting more 10-yearers, we're getting more 5-yearers. So as our business evolves and develops and matures, that's great as well. So our staff play a very, very key role, and that's one of the achievements that, you know, we've had a lot of people sticking, which is just fantastic. Where do I see IOR going? I mean, IOR is my life. I think the future is very, very bright for IOR.
What's particularly exciting is we haven't run out of ideas.
In the next 5 years, is continually growing on our technology, continuing delivering a better service to our customers, continually listening to what our customers want, and you know, and taking that feedback and then channeling it in the right direction.
Yeah, look, great opportunities ahead, and we haven't run out of ideas.